Hello everybody, Rise of the Floodborn is now live on Pixelborn. It's a little bit buggy, but I've been playing some games and I've recorded a few to share with you, but before we jump into those, I just wanted to give a quick deck tech so that you can see some of the changes I made to the typical Amber Steel wheel list. Starting with the 1-drops, I have cut Simba's and the Captain Hooks in favor of Cinderella and the Queen. Cinderella is an amazing new card. It pairs really well with these new 3-cost songs in Rise of the Floodborn, especially Let the Storm Rage On. I have played a number of games so far, and let me tell you, turn 1 Cinderella singing Let the Storm Rage On is absolutely absurd. It is 0 ink, destroy target character like a Stitch, and draw a card. No ink. It's crazy. So I've been loving that so far. The Queen is basically replacing Captain Hook, and obviously the Queen Shift version is replacing the Shift Hook in this deck, just as a character with really good stats all around, especially for Shift 2 that can sing the 5-cost songs, which are obviously great. And yeah, let's see what else is new. The 7-drop Cinderella, which is another crazy powerful card, can be shifted onto the 1-cost Cinderella, which is fantastic. And I've cut 1 lantern just because it's hard to make room. I don't really know. At this point, it's difficult to tell exactly what the numbers in a deck like this are going to end up looking like, but it seemed like a reasonable cut since I'm adding a few more uninkables to the deck in the form of 4 of these Let the Storm Rage On cards. Then as far as the song package, like I mentioned, Let the Storm Rage On is a new card, as well as World's Greatest Criminal Mastermind and Strength of a Raging Fire. These are all removal spells, which is great. We now have a pile more of singable removal spells, which really improves the aerial song package in a deck like this, and enables some crazy plays, where you can just sing A Whole New World, and just play a bunch of free removal spells, and it's almost unbelievable. I've already had a game where I played A Whole New World, I sung a Grab Your Sword, another Grab Your Sword, and then Let the Storm Rage On to take out a threat, and then sung another Whole New World. It's just completely wiped their board and drew 2 new hands in 1 turn. So yeah, I've been having a ton of fun, and let's jump into some games. Hey there everybody, Rise of the Floodborn has just been fully revealed, and all of the cards have just been added to Pixelborn, and the images were added to Pixelborn just a few minutes ago, so I am excited to hop into some games. I'm going to play some updated Amber Steel Wheel, and I will be the first to say that Pixelborn with the new cards is very buggy right now, so we are definitely going to run into some wild bugs, I'm sure, but I can't pass up the opportunity to just start playing some games, so that's what I'm going to do. So looking at this hand, we have a turn 2 Shift Queen, if we want, which can sing Let the Storm Rage On. It's a whole bunch of new cards all at once here. An ink 7-drop Cinderella, because we're pretty far away from that, and play the Queen. Kind of hoping they play something with 2 willpower here, so we can just shift and shoot it. Perfect. Love it. Love it. I'm gonna ink the Stitch because we're pretty far away from it. And then we're just gonna go nuts here. Shoot Flint and draw a card for free. Crazy powerful. And my opponent has conceded. So, interesting first game, but I'm just going to leave that in there because this is the 3rd time I've attempted to start recording, and the 3rd time my opponent has conceded almost immediately. So, I'm sick and tired of re-recording this intro. Alright, let's see if we can get a real game here. hand is looking pretty decent. I'm going to keep Cinderella Ariel for sure. I'm going to send back Big Cinderella, although it does shift for 5. I think I'd rather look for a more powerful start. And this would qualify, in my opinion. In fact, this hand is completely bonkers. I have Cinderella, which I can use to sing a removal spell for free, then play Lantern Stitch on turn 2, which is just... I mean, this feels like cheating. Okay, some sort of red control deck, it would appear. Boo, boring Ruby Amethyst, but that's okay. This hand is something else. I suppose I should have done this first, but that's okay. Let's see what we draw. Yeah. We do want to find a whole new world, but what a powerful start. I mean, imagine if I had a whole new world right now, or if I find one soon. Crazy. I played a few games before all the images were on Pixelborn, and this Cinderella into Let the Storm Rage On is an absurdly powerful play. I don't know how to describe it as anything other than that. I have absolutely crushed people with it. I actually think, yeah, I should ink Rapunzel so I can try to find a whole new world with Ariel. If my opponent wants to Rafiki my Cinderella, that's okay. I have the option, I guess, of shifting into Cinderella next turn as well, which I may do if they don't Rafiki me. Especially if I draw another Inkable. I don't really want to ink Ariel to do that because I want to find a whole new world, but if I just draw a random Inkable, I think I will shift onto Cinderella. Yeah, that qualifies for me. These things both quest for 3. My opponent can't even Dragonfire yet. Oh, God. This is fun. I like this. Ariel or just ink and play Tinkerbell? Honestly, I think just playing Tinkerbell is going to be better. Just put another 2 quest threat onto the board. What could they have? Maui doesn't do it, Dragonfire doesn't do it. I think we win. Wow. The new Amber Steel Wheel, ladies and gentlemen. All right. On the draw this time. That's looking like a good hand. I think I'm going to ship. Do I get greedy? I feel like I shouldn't keep Let the Storm Rage on. I want to keep it and hopefully find a Cinderella, but I feel like that's just too greedy. Okay. Sapphire. Steel. Don't hate that. I should probably ink the right character here, since I now have a queen to go with that Shift Queen. What to do? I think I'm gonna play the queen. I could pass and just keep it for ink, but if I need ink, I can always just use this queen for ink. They're probably playing some sort of Bell ramp deck, maybe with a whole new world of their own. I'm assuming it's probably pretty similar to the old Sapphire Steel lists. Okay, definitely don't need that. Don't really have a lot of interest in trading my queen for that hook. Interesting. Not smashing my Lilo. I guess they're afraid of the queen. Afraid of the new card. I will be the first to say, though, folks, the new queen's not better than Shift Stitch. If you need to be afraid of one of them, this is the one. And I'm not going to play a whole new world. I do want to get this lantern in play before I do. Playing Ariel would be nice too, get another singer in play. Possibly find a Grab Your Sword that I could do first. Plus, I'm in no hurry to find my opponent's Fishbone Quill for them. Okay. Let's start like this. I like that. That I will sing. Okay. I could have the ink to play this next turn, and it is good in the face of Grab Your Sword, but it is not great against Hades. I'm gonna ink Cinderella. I don't know what's better. I really legitimately do not, but that seems like a fine enough play to me. I think Stitch is probably better on average in this deck. It's just built to take advantage of Stitch. Okay, Beast Mirror, not going to be very good with my whole new world. Alice, okay. So they have Cinderella 2-drop, which makes me think they must have Cinderella 7 themselves. Just something to be aware of. I'm gonna ink Stitch, sing a whole new world, see what we get. Go from there. Last card in their hand was Tiana. Okay, I don't think I'm in a hurry to sing Grab Your Sword. So I'll just quest and pass. I have Shift Queen. The power level in this deck is just off the charts. All of these shift threats that you can get into play super early. You could even be playing the Snow White package if you wanted to. Like, cut 2-drop Simba. Maybe cut some late game, play some number of Snow White 2-drop Snow White shift. There's a lot of potential. Okay, so we want to find the world's greatest criminal mastermind. I'm going to start by playing an Ariel. Trying to find it. I do not. A little bit awkward. Because this Cinderella is a problem. It is a problem. I do not get to do damage with my spells against it. I'm going to start by wiping all their other stuff. I might be able to just race this Cinderella, I guess. I could. I'm actually going to sing a whole new world again. Looking for world's greatest criminal mastermind. Do not hit it. This. Okay, so hold on. If I have 5 characters in play. If I put 2 more characters in play, That'll be 7. Should be lethal. Oh, man. These songs are just... Oh. I can just do it that way if I want. Because this, I feel, is going to be bad after 1 or 2 grab your swords, and this is harder to... Yeah, I'm gonna use this one. I think it's easier to make this work against Cinderella in the future. 1 grab your sword. Yeah, wow. Yeah, this is fun. Let's play another one. Okay, we go first. Yep, that's a hand. I'm going to keep the combo, which is Stitch, Stitch, Lantern, Whole New World. Mulligan, not great, but that's okay. Hard to complain with this hand, as powerful as it is to begin with. This version of the deck I'm playing has no 1-drop Simbas and no 3-drop Tinkerbells, so I have no way to loot away extra copies of Whole New World. Okay, so my opponent's doing some sort of... something. I don't know what they're doing. I don't actually know what that Yzma does that they inked, so... I'm, like, somewhat scared. Should I quest? Am I afraid of... I think the Madame Mim that has Rush is a 3-drop. I'll quest for 1. This is the best way to find out, too, if there's anything that can punish me. Just, like, walk into it head first and see what happens. Okay. When this character is banished, you may draw a card. Okie dokie. If I quest, I get punished by, honestly, kind of a lot of things. Tricky. This is one of those situations where I don't know what's right because I just don't know what my opponent is playing. I have no idea what cards are in their deck. If I quest or sing, Rafiki or another Reckless character, or excuse me, Rush character could really punish me. I'm going to pass. I'm going to wait 1 turn. Just 1. See what happens. Get a feel. Arthur. Okay. So my opponent's doing something somewhat aggressive here. I don't know what to do. If I ink this, I guess this only does 2 damage. I could ink it next turn. I could sing a Whole New World. I'm just gonna sing. Well, they might bounce something with Arthur. I have no idea. I'm questing. I'm gonna try to have a big turn next turn where I can sing multiple things. Obviously, if they want to spend multiple characters dealing with Stitch, that's unfortunate for me. But they're doing some sort of aggro setup, and I just don't know that they're going to challenge my Stitch. I'm expecting, yeah, like Arthur bouncing some stuff, which is good into a Whole New World for me. Okay. Just like bounce and let you play something of the same cost. Okay, so they're trying to like protect their Arthur. Okay. Does not bother me at all. Yeah, I don't... Like, this doesn't take out Arthur, so I'm just gonna sing. And see what we're working with here. Yeah, this is good. This is all good. They should have no sweepers, so if I just go wide, they should just be done, I think. And I'll take a turn off to do this. And I feel pretty good now. Can quest for 8 next turn. I could quest for 10 if I want to. And I may. Yeah, the velocity of this Amber Steel deck has just gone up so much with the new cards. Like, you cannot... There's just... I don't think there's time to sit here and do this Arthur, Mim, bounce stuff. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Do I even care? It's just a 3/3. Yeah. I don't know. I want to get some stuff in play, including one Stitch, so that I can shift onto it next turn. I don't see any need to do anything other than just apply pressure. They can dirtle all they want, but how do you come back from this without a sweeper? I will say one thing that I think is currently bugged. I think so. Cinderella, the Singing Sword ability doesn't currently work, which means I can't like use it to challenge this Madam Mim. I was not paying attention. So what does this do? Shift 3. Play a character that costs 4 or less. For free, they gain Rush. At the end of your turn, banish them. Okay. Cute. I'm going to shift this out. Draw a card. Shift this. Ink, Stitch. And then I'll just quest. I'm at 17. What do you have? Like this, I don't know what they can do, but I'm not that scared. I guess, like, I don't know, an Elsa would be kind of nice. Tap down 2 things, destroy something else. Yeah, Maleficent, not even remotely terrifying. All right, well, I think this one's probably over, if not next turn, the one after. Thank you so much for watching. This is really fun. I'm super excited to start playing with some of these Rise of the Floodborn characters. I think this Amber Steel deck is going to be an absolute powerhouse on day 1. And I started there because I think it's the most obvious deck to start with. It was probably the best deck in the last format. It got some obvious upgrades in the Queen and improved songs, and the rest of the format hopefully adapts and we get some diversity. But for now, I think this is going to be the deck to beat. Yeah, thanks for watching.